So if you've been living under a rock, crypto had one of the most monumental nominal value dumps in crypto history. Billions and they reported 2 billion, 2.2. I think according to what I've read, it's many more than that because of the reporting of liquidations isn't super accurate. Anyways, a big fucking weekend when it comes to crypto going down. And it got to that point at the end where, and it's funny how the world works, right? Sometimes you're watching a podcast or reading a book and like it really speaks to the moment that you're in. And I was listening to this Josh Waitzkin podcast. It was Huberman, I think, but he talks a lot about how to effectively learn different, skills or sports or whatever. And he talked about this moment in chess where there's a lot of tension building up in a game, right? And often what will happen is there will be two people battling each other and they're kind of connected in a way to this game. And physically and kind of mentally, they're kind of connected in this web and the tension builds and the tension builds. And eventually somebody kind of capitulates. Somebody makes a blunder. Somebody, it kind of comes out onto the board as a mistake because they couldn't exactly handle it. And it was their only way of escaping the pressure that was mounting. And it happens in poker too, right? Where you often find yourself against another skilled opponent. The pressure is big, the pot is large, and somebody makes a tactical mistake in the heat of battle because the tension is too large. Trading, another place that also happens. And last night, I even felt it happening to me where the tension was so high, the stakes were so large, the blood was so much that I felt like I needed to do something to act to stop the pain, essentially. But I didn't. I didn't do it, and I'm glad I didn't because, when I zoomed back and really thought about my thesis and my narrative and what caused all of this, it just didn't make sense to me that I really had to change anything. So I eventually did nothing, and we've fast forward today, the market has bounced quite a bit. And if I had actually done something and acted, I would have hurt myself. I would have blundered, and I would have let that moment overwhelm me into a place where I felt the need to do something that would have been a mistake. So I'm going to put that clip right here and check it out and see if that relates to you at all. But what a interesting moment in crypto. And I think it's just something that all of the profiles can deal with, some better than others, right? If you're allocated in certain fashions, you're going to deal with it in better ways. If you're more aligned with your profile and your portfolio management and construction is the way you want it, the pressure won't build up as much for you in these moments because your plan will help you not make a blunder. So very cool. Anyways, hope you're all doing okay out there. Hope you are safe, marked Seifu. Good luck.
But it was my style. I never accept a draw first. That wasn't my style. I always wanted to fight. So I declined, pushed for a win. Now, the beauty of his decision was also he offered me a draw in the critical position where I had to make a very specific decision, which is a trick that chess players play on one another, which is that, like, we should talk about tension at one point. It's a really beautiful theme to explore in different sports. So one thing that happens in chess games is that you have this building tension between minds, and often the tension on the chessboard and the tension on the minds are mounting together. And the need to release psychological tension often leads to the decision to release chess tension in the chess pieces. And when you release chess tension, usually the person who releases the tension will be on the wrong side of tactics. So a lot of the chess game is about putting mental pressure on the opponent to force them to break the tension on the chessboard. Mm-hmm. So